What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the House of Wrinkles. Today we're going to be talking about registration types, different colors for English Bulldogs, and also get into the pricing of them. So you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Mike from New York. He is one of our dedicated subscribers. He comments, he watches all of our videos. Buddy, I appreciate it. They just got a new Bulldog. I hope everything's going good up there. We appreciate you watching our videos, and we appreciate all you subscribers. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and hit the thumbs up button to be notified of any future videos to come. Now, we were asked to do this video by one of our subscribers. Buddy, I'm sorry, I don't have your name. It's not in your description, but you know who you are. He asked us to get into the pricing of Bulldogs, the different registration types, and also to explain the colors. So I'm going to do the best I can here. We are not professionals, but just through our years of experience, this is what we've come up with. The pricing, it all depends. You have different angles for pricing, but I'll get into that. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get into the registration part of it. So you've got multiple kinds of registrations. I'm going to use AKC because that's what we use. There's CKC, there's different kinds. Not to say that one's better than the other. We use AKC, so I'm just going to go off that baseline. So when you go to buy a Bulldog, you can look at non-registered or limited registration, which is called pet only, and then there's full registration. So your non-registered dogs, I mean, this applies to all of them, not necessarily English Bulldogs. Your non-registered dogs are usually, there's something going on there. I'm not saying it's a bad dog if it's not registered. Don't hold me to that. That means that most of the time your non-registered dogs are different breeds. Things happen. It's natural. You could have a dog outside, get out of the fence, things happen. And then you've got mixed puppies, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. You get into some of them that are crossbred, that's an issue right there in itself. I mean, you wouldn't go out there with your first cousin, well, for some people, but I ain't getting into that. There's some crossbreds that they're not going to be registered if they're crossbred because AKC has all the family lines, and if there's some conflict there, they're not going to be registered. So you've got that to look at. That's really the two reasons of them not being registered. Either they're different breeds that's been bred together, they're not a full breed English, full bred whatever, full bred lab, anything. Like I said, this applies towards any dog. It's going to be a mixed somehow, or it's been mixed down the line. Not necessarily, you could have had an English sire, which is the father, with a English dame, which is the mother, that has just a little bit of some other breed in her. So that's the non-registered. I'm not going to get into that too much. So then you get into the limited registration, which is what we call pet only. What that is whenever you go to register your dog, the breeder will give you a piece of paper, and there will be 3 digits on the bottom. If you get limited registration or pet only, those 3 digits will be marked out to where you can't see them because AKC or whatever registration company you're using, or that dog is, or the puppies are registered through, they have to have that number in the future to register any puppies that are bred with that dog. Okay, so limited registration or pet only. What that is is whenever you purchase a new dog, if the mother and the father are both registered dogs, and you have no intentions on breeding this dog, you can do with just pet only, limited registration. Because what it is there's a form that you'll receive when you get your new dog, and you have to register it yourself. There's 3 digits on the bottom of the form. If you're going to do a pet only registration, those 3 digits will be marked out. And that's just for future purposes. I'll get into that in a minute. So really, if you have absolutely no plans on breeding this puppy in the future, then you're fine with just a pet only limited registration. That does not limit you, that doesn't limit the dog, that doesn't mean anything against the dog. You just can't breed that dog. Okay, then you get into full registration. This is all about the breeding portion of it. If, let me throw this in here. You cannot get a puppy and get pet only registration because you think that you're not going to ever breed him or her, and then on down the line change it to a full registration. You can't do that. That's something that you have to decide from the beginning. Are we just gonna have a new baby around? We're just gonna, no breeding whatsoever? Or if you have just the slightest little idea of maybe I'll breed this dog, go ahead and get the full registration because it can't be reversed back. So the full registration, though, the 3 digits that are on the bottom form, whenever you go to register your dog, you'll have access to those 3 digits. The breeder will have left that to where you can read those 3 digits. And that is something that you'll put into the registration form online or mail in, however you do it, because on down the line, they'll refer to those 3 numbers for that breed, for that litter, and that they've got this big system to where they know where these dogs are coming from and the quality of them. And let me throw this in, it's very important that you report any kind of issues with anything for the litter that you got your puppy from. If you got a puppy and it has some terrible health issues, you need to say something to AKC or whoever it is. That way that breeder will stop that line, because we need quality dogs. There's some of them out here, like I said, that are crossbreeding, and that's just health problems just waiting to happen. Lulu, when I first decided I want an English Bulldog, I'm just gonna take you back in time here. A couple years ago, I've always wanted an English Bulldog. I never could see myself spending the money for one, but finally, when I decided I wanted one, I asked Amber. I said, "Hey, can I have an English Bulldog?" And she said yes. I had been asking her actually for a while, and she's like, no dogs in the house, no. So I finally asked her again. She said, yeah, I guess so. And long story short, within 4 hours, we was bringing Lulu home. I found one, I ran and grabbed it. She was not registered. I did not know about all the possibilities, all the problems that there could be from English Bulldogs. She wasn't registered. I just knew that I had a new English Bulldog baby. She was just the cutest little thing in the world, but she wasn't registered, and there was something happened in her bloodline. I don't know, because there's no registration there. So we kind of need to stop that. That causes problems. Lulu we love her to death. Wouldn't take anything for her. She has very bad health problems. She has bad skin problems. And we have had her fixed to where she can't be bred, because that's just not right to keep putting these puppies and these dogs through these terrible health issues. If you see a problem, stop it, because there's no sense in that. There's no sense in that whatsoever. So when you get the full registration, you've already sent in the form, you have that option of later on breeding that dog or studying that dog, whichever may be. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the colors, the different colors of English Bulldogs, and I'm going to go ahead and do the pricing with the colors. Try to give you a range, an ideal range. I mean, it all depends on the breeder and the quality. It all depends. I mean, if you reserve a puppy before the thing's born, you're gonna pay a lot. But you know, there's people that do that. You're gonna pay a lot. But you check with a breeder whenever they've had the puppy for 8 or 10 weeks, you'll get it a little cheaper. If you'll refer back to my video about taking care of the puppies and why they're so expensive, check this link out right here. I go into a little bit of detail about it. But I'm gonna try to get it within a range, and it all depends. There's no way I can say, you know, a Lilac tri-male is this amount of money, because you can see them just spread from everywhere. I'm going to base this off of a full registration price. This is what most of the breeders will price them, you know, in this general area. Not to say that this is exactly it. Please do not quote me on this. It all depends on the breeder, how much they want to get rid of the dog, and how long they've had them. There's all kinds of things that take into play. I'm just going to try to give you an idea. Standard colors are going to be your white and tan. There's red. There's different kind of standard colors, and those are going to range with full registration price. They're going to start out about $1,800, between 15 and $2,000 for a good quality standard color bulldog. And like I said, that's full registration. Lulu is a standard color. She's the white and tan. Then you get into brindle, which is what Isabella is. She's a brindle bulldog. And full registration on her is going to be around $2,000 to $2,800, somewhere in that ballpark. And I mean, that's ideally about what they're going to run, somewhere around in there. I would say more or less $2,000 and $2,500. That's probably more realistic. All right, then you go up to, now this one kind of varies here. You've got a black and white, you've got black tri. Your tri-colors are your base color, black or, you know, lilac or whatever. That's your base color. Then usually it's white and tan on top of that. So you have 3 different colors. Choco, he is a chocolate fawn and white. So he's 2 colors. And chocolate fawn, they're probably around $2,000 to $2,500 for the chocolate fawns. Then you can get into the black tries, which is like Zoe. She's black, white, and tan. They're usually around 25 to 32, somewhere in that ballpark. And just remember, this is all full registration. It's going to be substantially less with just a pet only, because we put those full registration prices a little higher because, you know, in a sense, it's kind of competition. And once you get into breeding, you know, there's money to be made. So we do price them just a little bit higher. Sometimes the pet only price is about $500 to $1,000 cheaper than the full registration. Once again, this all depends on the breeder. I can't answer this exactly. I'm just going to give you the best of my knowledge from what I've seen, my years of doing this and seeing this, and all the research that I've done. That I'm just giving you the best that I can. All right, then you get into a chocolate. You know, Choco was chocolate fawn, which is a lighter color. Then you've got a chocolate. Now they're usually somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000. You know, somewhere in that idea. It all depends on if they're the tri or if they're just 2 colors. That plays a big role in it. But they are the darker chocolate. They're the darker brown, which, I mean, in turn, you know, is chocolate. Then you get into blue. Now and just like all of them, there's blue tri, or there's just a 2-tone blue, just 2 colors. The blues usually run somewhere around $3,500 and $4,500, just in that general ballpark. And once again, it depends on if it's a tri-color, 3 colors, or if it's just 2. Your tries are going to be a little more higher. Then you get into lilac. Lilac is what 2 is. All lilac is the color blue, chocolate, and black. It's those 3 colors together to create the lilac color. It takes those 3 to make lilac. Now, the Lilac Puppies, they range. These last 2 that I'm gonna mention, Lilac and Merle, they're all over the place. I've seen them as cheap as $4,800. I've seen them as much as $21,000. Why in the world anybody would spend $21,000 on a Bulldog? I don't know. That just blows my mind. I couldn't even imagine. But most of the time, it's usually ideally they're usually between 5 and 6, maybe even 7,000. So we're gonna say 5 to 7,000. That just depends. That just goes solely on the bloodline, the quality. I mean, if you've got some higher bloodline dogs, some well-known, well-healthy dogs, then you're going to be up in the $7,000 range, somewhere around in there, which I know still is a lot of money. But you know, you can get a good lilac. Not to say that a $5,000 lilac is not as good as a $7,000. They're just as beautiful. That's just personal preference, how much you want to spend, and also the bloodline, like I said. Then the Merles, that's your next step up. The Merle puppies, that's an extra color in their genetics. That's a Merle genetic that makes them that color. And they could go from 5,000 to 8,000. There's still big windows. Once again, it all depends on genetics, your breeder, how many they have. You know, just being honest with you, if a breeder has 10 puppies to come out, then they're going to be a little bit more negotiable about the price. But if you only have 3 to come out, or 2, you know, they're going to cost a little bit more. So, I mean, just like in my previous video about what it takes to raise these things, it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time. So you are paying for that also when purchasing a Bulldog. Merle puppies used to be really, really rare. They were hard to find, but they have kind of they've bloomed out. They're not as hard to find them now. Therefore, pricing is going down substantially, actually. I've known of, you know, back whenever we first started doing this, Merle puppies were, I see them $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, and now I'm hearing of people selling them for $4,000. You know, you never know. But guys, don't hold me to these prices. This is just through my years, and I know I'm giving y'all a big window, but this is just giving you an idea of what's going on, and also the levels. And lastly, there is a color that is very, very rare, and it's called platinum. I don't even have a picture of it. I've seen them, but I do not know of anyone that would allow me to use a picture. But they are solid white, and they are absolutely beautiful. It's very hard to find one that is absolutely solid white. It's called a platinum, and if you find one for a reasonable deal, you let me know, because they're beautiful dogs. But anyhow, all right, so I know I rambled on and on and on about this whole situation. This is probably a boring video to most of you, unless you were just necessarily researching this. I hope that you were enlightened on, you know, the pricing, the colors, and whatnot. If you stuck with me through this whole video, I appreciate it. I know I'm just rambling, but I'm trying to give you as much knowledge as I can. I know it's in here. It has a hard time getting on there, but I hope that I've cleared it up a little bit for you. But anyhow, like I said at the beginning, y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I appreciate you guys watching. Y'all have a great day. Registration. You just can't breed that dog. Bowie, I forgot what I was going to say. You just can't breed that dog.